Welcome, everyone. I am officially live. Long time no see. Let me go ahead and check on YouTube to go ahead and see if we are officially now live. Give me 1 second as we do that. Welcome to everybody who is joining me today. Looks like we are. We are now officially live. I am trying a new platform. It's called StreamYard. And I don't know how to use this, to be completely honest with you. I thought I put a thumbnail, and it turns out the thumbnail is not showing up for whatever reason. So maybe I'm not doing it correctly. Definitely do need to go ahead and change that up. Maybe we could go ahead and do that in the meantime as we're waiting. But let me go ahead and check. Looks like we are officially live. There you go. Looks like we are now officially live. Let me go ahead and change this because I don't like this thumbnail. I don't know how to do it automatically, man. It's been a while since I've streamed. It feels like ages, but it really has been only, seems to be about a month since last time I made a video. Can we go ahead? Yeah, there we go. Thumbnail. There you go. That's going to look a lot better. Alrighty. That looks so much better. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and post this now on my Discord real quick. So let's go ahead and do this before I do get into some market analysis. Feel free to skip if you're watching this pre-recorded. And welcome to all those that are brand new. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. It's going to be a quick market analysis today. Don't expect many of you to join me since it's been a long time since I've streamed. It's been probably over 2 to 3 months. It feels like 2 to 3 months, but it's just about a month. Alrighty, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started regardless of who joins us today. But with that being said, go ahead and make sure to use my link down below on Blofin, all the way up to $5,000 in sign-up bonuses. As you see, we are a partner with them. To be completely honest, I'd be a little bit more cautious with leverage trading. So I would say spot trading. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. That is just my opinion. You should probably consider staying away from leverage with the volatility of the market. But talking about volatility of the market, why don't we go ahead and analyze some of the charts and see what we're looking at right now currently. So let me know if my screen looks good. Let's see if I could do this any bigger. Give me 1 second. I think it looks a little better, besides not being able to see me, but it is what it is, right? So we're going to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin. I really do believe that we're going to see Bitcoin go down to about $42,000 to $45,000. Bitcoin has been very bearish since back over here at around July. As you see, Bitcoin did go ahead and touch $70,000 and then continued to get rejected. This was within the time when Bitcoin went ahead and crashed all the way down to $49,000, quickly recovered over the hype and the anticipation of Trump talking in Nashville. I think this is actually around between right here. And people were expecting for Bitcoin to go up higher because he was extremely bullish with Bitcoin. And as usual, you know, buy the rumors, sell the news. And there we go. Bitcoin has continued to get it rejected, right? So Bitcoin right now is not looking too good, to be completely honest with you. We are barely touching this area of support, but to be completely honest with you, the next zone we are looking at is around $50,000. I do believe if we do go down to $50,000, there's a high probability we will go ahead and fall down to $42,000 to $45,000. This is where a lot of actually support is located, a lot of liquidity at around the $42,000 range, right? So I do expect for Bitcoin, this is something I drew up a while back. But I do believe and I do expect Bitcoin to probably get rejected coming in tomorrow. Today is currently Sunday for me, so good morning for a lot of you, depending on the time you're watching this. But I do expect the stock market to be red this coming up week. Keep in mind, we also have the Fed talking. Um, Rate cuts is going to be on the 18th of September, which is about roughly in about 2 weeks, right? So we do have that coming up. So I do expect for Bitcoin to continue to have more volatility, coming down and going down lower, right? So I do project for Bitcoin to come down to $45,000 or $42,000. Now, I do understand that the thumbnail that I do have is a little bit scary, and it is supposed to scare you. And hopefully, it did scare you, and it did catch a lot of people's attention. Because to be completely honest with you, that was the whole point of the thumbnail. Now, with that being said, here is, in my opinion, and none of this is financial advice, this is where the opportunity comes, right? I do believe this is where a lot of opportunities will be presented. So I'm actually crossing my fingers and hoping that Bitcoin actually does come down to this $45,000 range, because this will bring a lot of opportunity to the altcoins. The altcoins have already collapsed like 60 to 80%, right? Bitcoin coming rejected at where we're at, we will go ahead and see $42,000 to $45,000. Now, I'm doing this and I'm saying this because I don't want any of you to freak out with the volatility that will be coming. I do expect a lot of volatility coming. Now, if I'm wrong, well, then I guess the bottom is in and we're going straight to the moon. I highly doubt it. I really do believe I'm sticking to this 42, 45 is going to go ahead and come back down. This is a very strong area of support. If we zoom out, this is still a massive cup and handle, guys. So keep in mind, we are still bullish. I'm just temporarily bearish for the moment. And also, what I'm just trying to say is that you have to look at the market differently, right? As everybody's panicking, this is a time you want to be dollar cost averaging into a lot of your favorite assets. So keep in mind, as we always talked about, Bitcoin's always going to be the first asset that goes up, and then the rest of the other classes are going to follow. Vice versa. If it goes down, all the classes are also going to go down as well, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at a few indicators right now. For example, let's go ahead and take a look at how the SPX and the NASDAQ closed on Friday. So on Friday, as you see, the NASDAQ actually, and a lot of the whole entire stock market, saw the biggest crash back in August 5th, the biggest crash we've ever had since the scandemic. You guys believe that? Since the pandemic, we've never seen a crash that quick and that fast, until just recently, which is August 5th, right? Which is the reason why there has been a lot of volatility and a lot of negativity around the space of, are we entering a massive crash? Now, I'm going to go ahead and be completely honest with you. In my opinion, don't believe the stock market crash is going to happen just yet. Will it happen? Yes. We are entering some very risky, some scary territories, to be completely honest with you. But with that being said, if you just go ahead and zoom out, the NASDAQ has continued to rally for the past couple months. So when you go ahead and see this kind of volatility, it's volatility that was meant to happen and needed to happen in order for this market to continue to go up higher. Now, with that being said, I do want to go ahead and see definitely the NASDAQ start picking up structure, and it does look like it has been losing a little bit of support. It lost major support back over here on the 27th of August. So in my opinion, I do believe we will go ahead and have a September that is going to be red and very slow, grinding everybody out of their positions. So prepare yourself. As I mentioned, have some cash ready to go. Worst case scenario is that this market continues to fall leading into, the presidential election, which is in around November. But there's a lot of influences that we've never had before, right? Past cycles, we've never had not only a Bitcoin halving, not only a Bitcoin ETF, not only an Ethereum ETF, and not only Black Scale Interests, or BlackRock, sorry, and now presidential candidates preaching and pushing for Bitcoin, right? We have Trump calling himself the Bitcoin president, which is something that a lot of us would have never expected, right? Because he was actually against it not that long ago, a few years back. So right now, It is a very interesting market to be in, to be completely honest with you. SPX is also doing the same thing, has lost support. We need to go ahead and find the support. Now, the VIX, when it goes up, this is not good, guys. When we see the VIX go up, as I mentioned, this shows the volatility that there is in the market. And typically, when the VIX spikes this high, the market goes down. And as you see right here, back in August, the VIX went all the way to 65. And as I mentioned, we've never had this kind of quick correction happen besides the pandemic. If you go ahead and zoom out back over here in March, where the VIX reached $83, right? So are we now entering another black swan event or another pandemic? I mean, this is really interesting. I do believe a lot of opportunities will come, but also a lot of manipulation will also be there. So we have to go ahead and remember and understand what we're currently going through at the moment of the market, not just the crypto market, the stock market, and the US economy has a huge, huge influence to everything that is going on, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at DXY. The DXY has actually been a lagging indicator for Bitcoin. Typically, it goes hand in hand with Bitcoin, but the DXY has continued to go down, show weakness, and Bitcoin has been doing completely the opposite and actually has been going down alongside with it. So we're going to go ahead and see if the DXY is finally coming to a bottom and is going to start reversing, which is not going to be a good sign, guys. That just means we're going to expect to see probably more volatility to the downside on Bitcoin. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Ethereum real quick, because Ethereum is going to be the starter of the bull run. Same thing with Ethereum. As you see, Ethereum is printing this massive head and shoulders pattern. And right now, Ethereum does seem to be at a bottom. I do believe worst case scenario for Ethereum, we could go ahead and see it go as low as $1,600, which would be a massive buying opportunity, in my opinion. Now, for a lot of the memes on Ethereum and a lot of the altcoins to take off, Ethereum really needs to go ahead and break past this $3,600 range. Like, if Ethereum doesn't break through $3,600, like, this is going to be a major, major problem, right? So we really need to go ahead and hope and cross our fingers that we do see a breakout to Ethereum above $3,600, and that's going to be the indicator of what I believe is going to be an altcoin season, possibly, or a meme coin season. We'll see where things go. But we're going to have to go ahead and patiently wait for the market to tell us where things will be heading. But Ethereum is also printing this massive cup and handle pattern, right? So as I mentioned prior years before, towards Bitcoin halvings, we've never actually made all-time highs for Bitcoin, and we actually did this season because everybody was expecting for it to go higher. And guess what? The market did the opposite, right? So everybody now is practically crying and scared of what's going on in the market. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed chart. The fear and greed chart right now currently at 26 on fear. So it's not my surprise that we're seeing this kind of volatility in the space. That's what comes with it, right? I believe it was an extreme fear not that long ago. And remember, keep in mind, during fear is when we want to consider buying, not financial advice. So let's go ahead and take a look at the liquidation map on Bitcoin. So looking at liquidations, we do see there is a strong interest of open interest at around $55,000, meaning that if we do go ahead and see Bitcoin break above 55,1700 or 55,517, there could be a possibility we will be seeing a Bitcoin short squeeze to the upside, right? So meaning we could potentially see some sort of move where right now we're at 55,016, so it could be possibly around here. Yeah, literally where I put my marker nearby is where we will see some sort of squeeze to the upside. So possibly we might even slightly see it go up higher, and then push it to the upside. People are going to think it's going to go up higher, and bam, it goes down lower, right? So we'll see if this is actually the bottom. I don't think so. I think the market this whole week will be red, leading into the Fed meeting, which is on the 18th. And as well, we will go ahead and have a lot of that volatility coming in due to fears of a recession, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the meme coins. And now let's go ahead and see. So Crody, position, I've been actually dollar cost averaging, guys. Literally, I'm still down like 50%. And I do believe it's going to probably go down higher, right? I've actually been dollar cost averaging into Crody. I do believe Crody, alongside with a lot of the Solana meme coins, will go ahead and be tokens that will produce at least over a 10 to a 20x, due to the fact that if you're bullish on the Solana ecosystem, you should be bullish on these assets overall, right? You should be bullish. If you're a believer in Solana, you should be exposed to meme coins, in my opinion, right? So right now I am exposed to two Solana meme coins, one of them being Crody. Been very, very big on this. This thing has continued to go down, and I believe is actually going to go down lower. And fingers crossed, I hope it does. Even though my position's already quite red, I'm not going to lie, I'm already down over 60%. But I do believe we could probably see another additional 63% downside, right? So I do believe Crody might come down here even lower, possibly down to like 500,000 market cap. And this is where I'm expecting to go ahead and scoop up a lot of Crody, right? This is where I will become pretty aggressive into the market if we do go ahead and see a lot of these assets start to come down, right? So don't be surprised if you don't see a lot of these Solana meme coins continue to go down. There is going to be a lot of volatility in the space. So Crody, I'm very, very bullish, even though I'm 60% down on my position, over 20 sold in it. And I will go ahead and throw in more if I have to. Anonymous, you know how big I'm on Anonymous. Shout out to what is his name? Dab Masters, huge supporter, man, and I've been supporting the project as well, and will continue to do so. It is running on Solana, and right now it's currently sitting at 71,000 market cap. What I like about Anonymous is not only do I know Dab Master, he's a good friend of mine, a long-term supporter of the channel, literally for about a year now. So really, really cool. But also he's been working very, very hard on providing as much value on Anonymous. I know the price right now doesn't look too attractive and it looks a little scary, but keep in mind a lot of the tokens are doing exactly the same thing. This is your chance to go ahead and write yourself a big check and literally cash out when this market reverses, right? So you can become easily, I think with less than $1,000 on Anonymous, you can become a top holder. It might be 3,000. But the potential that Anonymous has from his all-time high, Dabmaster has not sold any of his tokens, right? So that is a potential of over a 25x. And if we go back to Crody right here, depending on where we go down, right? Depending on where the bottom is, but from where we are at right now, that would be another 28x, right? So these are 20x's back to back. Literally could change your life. Now let's go ahead and take a look at base. You know, I've been very, very bullish on base. Andy has continued to go down as well, as everything should be expected. The whole market's down. I've also been dollar cost average, right? So we're going to go ahead and see where things go moving forward. I just wanted to go ahead and make this quick live stream just to go ahead and see where things are at. I know it's only been about a 20-minute live stream. There's not much to say, man. I mean, the market has been red. People are in panic. People are scared. People do not want to go ahead and buy in. Not financial advice, but this is the time you want to be buying. I will be coming in live streaming a little bit more. Planning of live streaming at least. I don't want to promise you guys anything because I've been extremely, extremely busy. A lot of things have changed. Prior to when I used to do live streaming, it was a lot different, right? I was in a whole different position, and I had more opportunities to live stream more, right? I'll go more into depth into that, but for all those that are asking like, oh, where I've been, did I disappear? like what's going on? It's like, no, guys, I've just been in the grind, literally just grinding out to get this cash, go ahead and throw it into the market, man. I haven't left the space. I've been working on the back end. I've been doing a lot of back end stuff. I've learned a lot of new things. I've improved my skills. I've improved my TA. I've learned a lot of new blockchains. I've been dabbling into DeFi like crazy, guys. So if anything, like I know more than what I know more right now than I knew when I was live streaming every day, right? So my knowledge has grown a lot, and my perspective of the market has as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to be making videos. Now I just got to go ahead and figure out a way that I'm going to do this, right? Whether I'm going to do this, you know, weekly, am I going to do this on weekends? Weekends will make more sense to me, to be completely honest with you. It won't be probably a everyday thing. I'm going to try to make it a goal right now to start off once a week and then slowly increase it where I could go ahead and do it a few times a week. Honestly, you get in a, I'm sure like once you start seeing the results start to pick up again, my channel growing, I probably get that adrenaline rush that I want to go ahead and do it, right? So we'll see where things go. But with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've been inactive. I'll go ahead and figure out a solution of how I'm going to do this. I do not want to promise you anything because I'm not sure where things are moving going forward, but I will go ahead and just make it a goal to at least stream once a week. And more than likely, that'll be on a weekend, right? So I'll go ahead and stream once a week on a weekend, and then I'll try to find time around my schedule. I'm super busy, guys. To be completely honest, I wish I was able to stream like I used to, but keep in mind, when I used to have my other channel, that was practically my job. Like I was getting paid to stream every day, which was very cool, but also very, very stressful, right? We'll probably talk about that in the future, but that other channel, Altcoin John, I was getting paid to stream. So that's why I was streaming 2, 3 times a day. I was pushing 3, 4 videos a day. I was full time on that, right? With this, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. What you been up to? Yeah, so prior with the other channel, Altcoin John, I was getting paid to stream, right? I was with an agency that was paying me to stream, and that's why I started this new channel because they owned everything to that other channel, Altcoin John, right? So I had to start all over, and this is the other channel that I started all over, DeFi John now, right? So it's literally been a grind. I mean, keep in mind, think about it. I worked so hard for that channel on Altcoin John, and next thing you know, that thing just gets snapped. And they pretty much moved me out of that. They're like, hey, you know what, man? Like, we need you for something else. So I started running their social media for that company, and it was whatever's. I ended up finding something else, something better, and I ended up leaving them, right? But in regards, they owned the channel, so they owned Altcoin John, right? Everything associated to Altcoin John was owned by them. That was a contract I signed with them. So imagine like working so hard for like almost a whole year to get monetized. I got monetized in 6 months, guys. Something that nobody in the company ever did that with that agency that I was with. And next thing you know, they ended up just pretty much taking that away from me, which it sucked, it hurt. And I didn't give up. I went ahead and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing. And I started DeFi John, right? Which was a channel that I already had prior a few years ago that I just slowly started rebuilding again. So don't think that I just went ahead, disappeared, got scared of the market and left. It's just that like mentally, I just wasn't there, to be completely honest. Even the whole entire time when I was running Altcoin John, mentally I wasn't there. I wasn't in the best state of mind. And then imagine working so hard for something, getting it taken away, and then having to start all over. And that's practically where I am right now. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining. I enjoy what I do, but now I'm not getting paid to go ahead and live stream. Right now, this is like something that I'm doing whenever I get the chance outside of my busy schedule of what I got going on every day, right? So it's not that I don't want to, and it's not that I don't like streaming. I love streaming. I missed it, but I just can't do it at the moment right now every day, right? Super super busy. Like to be completely honest, like I'm at least working 12 hours a day, man. Like straight up, like 12 hours a day I'm working. So to be completely honest, the last thing I want to do is hop on stream and talk more, right? Because that's all I do all day practically. But I will promise you, I'll go ahead and start off with once a week. Maybe that might be a Friday, because that's usually where right now I'm getting a little bit more time on Fridays. It might be a Friday, and it might be a weekend. So as long as I can stick to that goal to once a week, and then over time, I'll start working on my schedule and improve it slowly to 2 to 3 times a week. But we got to start off with goals first, right? We got to start off small. So if I could go ahead and start off with at least streaming once a week, I know mentally I'm going to go ahead and not only get motivated by talking to all of you again. Um, it's very fun. I enjoy spending my time with all of you guys. But I think right now, importantly, in these market conditions, in my opinion, I think this is the best time that I'm coming in, because during this market conditions, it's going to get worse. And to be completely honest, a lot of people in crypto will not make it. This will be the time. And I know it's not going to be any of you. This is the reason why I'm hopping on stream and talking about it. And I think it's a perfect time, because the market will go down lower. And I do believe it will go to $42,000 or 45, and it will shake out everybody. And a lot of people will panic and will sell the bottom. So by the time a lot of people do that, there's a lot of people that are losing hope in the market. But if you guys remember, and this is what I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with. If you guys remember, let's look at the charts real quick. Not saying this is going to happen again, but it's very, very possible. Is if we go back to the charts right here, back over here when we were streaming on the other channel, Altcoin John, if you guys remember, August and September were my worst months when it came to streaming. Worst months, guys. I'm telling you, the worst months. And the reason being is because I started my channel in around, I believe it was like May, I believe. So May, I started my channel right here. Bitcoin went from 25 all the way up to $30,000. Everybody was excited. And then coming August, the beginning of August, the market crashed and Bitcoin was at $25,000, right? And by this time, a lot of people lost hope. They're like, the market's done. Bitcoin's going to $10,000. And literally, it was a slow drag from August all the way leading to September of Bitcoin practically not doing anything. I mean, look at this. Bitcoin was just slowly grinding up, not really doing much. There was a lot of bearish, a lot of negativity in the space. Nobody was watching the streams. Everybody was in pure panic. I was very, very bullish during this time. We could even pull out the other channel. Like, look, I'm gonna pull out the channel Altcoin John. It's still up, Altcoin John, and you're going to go ahead and see how bullish I actually was in the market. If we go ahead and take a look, all the way back over there around, which was September, and you're going to see the video. I'll tell you which one it was, because I think I was talking about a short squeeze at that time. And that's exactly what happened, right? And this is what I want to prepare you guys for, because I'm not saying it's going to happen again. I believe it is. Don't quote me on this, but I do believe it's going to happen, right? And it was during this time right here. It was around during the PEPE bull run and stuff like that. But I think it was right here. Around this time, this is when I was talking about it. Right here. 11 months ago, I was like talking about 30K Bitcoin, 30K Bitcoin incoming. And I was just talking about how Bitcoin was going to go up. I was talking about $40,000 Bitcoin, right? Everybody's like, John, bro, the market's done. It's going to $10,000. It's over. Stop pushing the market. And I just kept on pushing it. I was like, nope, nope, nope. Bitcoin's going to go up. Bitcoin's going to go up. And this was during the time. Now I'm going to show you the charts. This was during the time when Bitcoin was right here. And guess what? Towards the end of September, which was like my worst crypto month ever on streaming, lowest views, probably what I expect the same this month. Literally after October, guys, towards the mid-October, the market took off. Bitcoin went from $26,000 all the way up to $34,000 in less than 2 weeks. And this is officially where the bull run started. And to go ahead and tell you and give you a little bit of context into this, this is when I was in a lot of meme coins. I was a huge believer in PEPE 2.0. I was actually leverage trading PEPE 2.0. It started off, I remember this was after Saphirium. If you go ahead and watch my channel right here, Saphirium, I started talking about Saphirium Telegram dev, talks huge news. Yeah, well, we ended up getting scammed. But with that being said, this is when everything started taking off, and I put in my last $100 after I got scammed with Ethereum. My last $100 I had to my name, and I'm like, you know what? I have a good feeling into the market. And guess what? Where I put that money into? It was Pepe 2.0, and I leveraged trade that with $100, and I turned that. I think it might have even been less. It might have been $50. I don't even remember. 150 to $50. I think that was the amount I had, and I grew it. I turned that. Let's just call it $100. $100 into $20,000 in less than 2 weeks leverage trading, right? Because I got in right at the perfect time of the market as it was taking off. And this is what I kind of have the same feeling is going to happen, where right now we're kind of approaching the same sentiment. I'm hearing the same sentiment. A lot of people are saying this is done, the bull run is over with. I do believe Bitcoin will go to $42,000, but I don't think the market is done, guys. I really do think that we will fall down to 42. People will continue to panic. They will get scared. They will have the same belief and sentiment like we had back here in 2023 of September last year, leading into October. And then keep in mind, we have the election. So if everything turns out good, we could literally just see this market go from where we're at right now, get rejected, see Bitcoin go down to $56,000, go down to 42, and then we're going to see the market, however the market wants to come back, recover, and we're back in all-time highs like nothing ever happened. So we could be repeating literally the same thing where September is like the worst month ever for crypto. Everybody loses hope, and then coming October is a time where the bottom comes in and all the whales officially start buying heavily and the market recovers. And that's what I think we're going to be seeing, in my opinion, right? So not financial advice. Prepare yourself for these opportunities. I hope all of you are in a good state of mind and are not panicking with what we're seeing in the market. But I really enjoyed spending my time today. And I appreciate everybody that is watching this video, especially if you guys are watching or pre-recorded. I do need to go ahead and get back on a time schedule so I could go ahead and have you all here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and support the channel by using my Blofin link down below. $5,000 in sign-up bonuses. Is the crypto market real? No, it's not real, man. The market is not real. It's not in the elemental chart. To be completely honest with you, this market is fake. It's manipulative. I mean, it probably would give me a little bit more context to what you mean. Okay, is this, or is it totally manipulated? It's totally manipulated, man. I'm gonna tell you. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Is crypto has a huge correlation to the U.S. economy and has a huge correlation to the U.S. stock market. Without those two, then Bitcoin just, I'm not going to say it's going to collapse or crash, but Bitcoin is going to follow what those two markets do. So if the stock market is doing good, Bitcoin is going to do good. If the stock market is doing bad, Bitcoin is going to do a lot worse, and so are all the altcoins and meme tokens. And the reason being is because people in Wall Street look at Bitcoin as a tech company, and typically in Wall Street, if Wall Street's not making money because the market's not going up, they're not going to feel confident, and they're not going to be risk on when it comes to the market. Meaning that if the stock market is doing good, if they're making money, guess where they're going to put their money next? They're going to put their money on risk on assets, which means assets that are riskier than what they consider non-risky, the stock market. They're going to throw it into riskier speculative plays, which would be Bitcoin and your altcoins and your meme coins, right? So if Wall Street is not feeling happy about what is going on with the U.S. economy or the stock market, The last place they're going to put their money is going to be into an asset that is super volatile like Bitcoin. I know it sounds kind of harsh to hear, but that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. There's a huge correlation to the U.S. stock market and crypto. It just is, and you know, it's kind of unfortunate in my opinion. I don't know why that makes sense, but it is, right? So, and a lot of people don't take those factors in. Like right now, we have the Fed rate cuts coming in on the 18th of September, which is in 2 weeks. Super volatile. Apparently, Trump and Harris are going to be talking on Tuesday this week. They're going to be debating. So there's going to be a lot of volatility, a lot of speculation, a lot of doubt in the market. So it just so happens that during this 4-year cycle on Bitcoin, it's also the presidential election alongside with the Bitcoin ETF, alongside with the Ethereum ETF, alongside now having a president that is pro crypto in the US. There's just a lot of factors. So yes, I do believe this will be one of the biggest, in my opinion, crypto bull runs, but it will also be the most manipulative one. A lot of content creators talk about 10x's coming soon. Sounds too good to be true. They will be coming, man. They will be coming, but they will be coming when you least expect it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like that's why I'm saying, like, before there's any green and any like 10 or 20x's coming soon, there's going to be more bleeding in the market, unfortunately. And unfortunately, about 99% of people will not buy. They're not. I've been dollar cost averaging into a lot of my positions. I'm down 80% plus in my positions, but I'm heavily 99% USDC to the side, just waiting, just patiently waiting. I've been just patiently waiting for the market. I've been throwing a few dollars here and possibly next month. And that's because I do believe there's going to be more red before we see green. So I think the other content creators are probably just making it a lot more simplified than what it sounds like. They're saying, oh, soon, soon, soon. But that soon could be in 2 months. It could be in 3 months. It could be in 6 months. So that's what they don't want to tell you, right? Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of the content creators make their money off of YouTube. And the reason why my channel is never really taken off is because I've always been transparent and real. People apparently don't like that nowadays. So that's kind of the reason why I've always kept it real, man. Like I've always been freaking right about this market. Like literally, like I've called tops, I've called bottoms, and I'm here coming in, calling the bottom very soon as well. But I'm also really, really realistic. You know, I've always been bullish in times that people have been bearish, and I've always been bearish when people have been bullish. So that's why my title of the video is like the market's crashing, because it's gonna crash. It's gonna go down lower. The problem with the Fed rate cut that's coming in is that this would officially, not like we haven't been in a recession for the past 3 years, but this will officially determine and declare that the U.S. economy is in trouble and is in a recession. And that's not good, right? So they are planning of cutting rates 3 times coming Q4. Q4 will have a total of 3 rate cuts. If they would have waited, I think it would have been a lot better. But as I mentioned, I do expect this market to continue to fall. I'm waiting too. How long you waiting? I've been waiting for literally probably over 3 months plus, and I've been just dollar cost averaging slowly. So if you were to tell me like a time frame of when I see the market taking off, I think we might have a similar thing starting October, November is when the market's going to start to recover. And I'm going to be completely honest. I'm actually one of those that is cheering for the market to go down lower. I want the market to fall, man. I don't want the market to go up right now because I will be missing on a lot of opportunities. And I've just been waiting cash USDC to the side for opportunities to present themselves. And I believe the market still has a little bit more room to go. And I might be getting a little too greedy, but fingers crossed that the market goes even lower. And I want people to panic. I want people to panic. I want people to get liquidated. I'm sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. I want people to get wrecked. I really do. Like I really hope that the market dumps, people get more wrecked. You know, for those that have been patient, like you and I, will come in and we'll buy the market. Because I believe 6 months to a year down the line, we will be in a bull run. If this is not the end of the bull run, look, we have two case scenarios right here. We have two cases right here. We either have the market take off in November and we have an altcoin season, we have the market take off. And coming March, around April, that's the end of the cycle. Or what a lot of people are saying is that the end of the cycle will be coming in November of next year, 2025, which I'm also excited for. So I don't mind waiting 6 months to a year for this market to take off. So you got to ask yourself, go good, like, do you have cash, enough cash to the side to go ahead and buy these dips when these opportunities present themselves? And are you buying the dips when the market's going down, right? I know it looks scary because the market continues to fall down. Like, you don't think I'm a little disappointed that I buy a dip and then it falls down even further? 100%. But this is why I'm not throwing too much money. I'm only throwing a few $100s here before I get aggressive. Now, can this just be the local? Can this be the bottom? The market moons tomorrow? 100%. The chances of that are very low, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think the chances of that happening are very, very low. Could happen, but that's why we're dollar cost averaging. So just in case this is the bottom of the market, we're at least in positions. If the market falls down any lower, I'm ready to deploy capital, as so should you. So just be patient, man. I know it might be painful, it might hurt, but you just got to mentally be ready for this. This is going to be a mental battle. Like, this is going to be so much manipulation going on in the market. This is going to be a full mental battle that will be going on. Let me read the comments. That's good, man. I missed the bottom earlier this year, but still managed to make some profit and pulled out. See, that's good. I'm glad you were able to catch it. See, unfortunately for myself, a year ago, which is about to be a year, I believe, I was being too aggressive with my investments. I've made a lot of money and I lost it all. So, you know, congrats to you for making the money, pulling it out, and keeping it to the side. I wish I was a little bit like that. I instead doubled down on a lot of my investments and got even more aggressive and got liquidated. So what I'm doing differently this year is I'm just slowing down on leverage trading. Right now, I'm not leverage trading as much, and I'm patiently waiting for the market, right? So right now, I'm mostly just spot. And I also believe I missed the bottom last year. Like, if I would have just kept it easy, man, if I would have just dollar cost average, like if I would have just done what I'm doing right now, I would have had a lot more money in the market for sure. But last year, my mindset was completely different, right? I didn't really, I was in a whole different mindset in every kind of area, right? Mentally, physically, in every way. I was spiritually, I was in a whole different mindset, right? I'm not in the mindset that I am today. Right now, I'm at a whole different level than what I was last year, right? So last year, I was just doing stupid things. Like, I was over leverage trading. I made a lot of money, but I also gave it all back to the market because I was just trading a lot when I shouldn't have. Like, I should have just taken my win and called it a day, but I continued to leverage trade and lost a lot of money that way, right? So I lost a lot of money always trying to time the exact top and bottom leverage trading, because leverage trading, you're always going to lose. It's so manipulative, man. And so is this market, that like when I was leverage trading, I was never wrong on my trades. I'm gonna put it this way. I was never wrong in my trades. You're like, John, if you were never wrong in your trades, how did you lose money if you were never wrong in your trades? If you were able to call every top or bottom? Because the market is always going to get you wrecked. That's the reality of it. All the trades that I was in, I was always correct. The only thing that I got incorrect was the timing of their manipulation. They will go ahead and dump the market, get everybody wrecked, have them lose money, and as many people lose money, they buy the bottom and they push it up. And that happened to me multiple times last year. And I was just kind of like hitting my head in a wall, and I'm like, dude, like, am I just bad at trading? Like, I was really questioning myself. And I came to realize that it's just the market makers, man. Like leverage trading is made for you to lose money. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It's meant for you to lose money. That's just the reality of it. But if you keep in mind, I've noticed this one thing too. A lot of the people that leverage trade, most of the people, not the really good traders, but most of the leverage traders are not disciplined when it comes to trading. They're super greedy and they're impatient. So that's why there's a lot of volatility in this market, alongside with the manipulation that is being pushed. So we just have a lot of retail traders that are inexperienced trading, plus are super greedy, that are causing the market to be more volatile than it should, because the market makers are manipulating the market in order for you and I to lose, in order for you and I to get impatient, in order for you and I to question our ability of what we're doing, if we're doing the right thing. Are we not? Are we going to lose all of our money? I don't know. Maybe we will. I don't know, right? This is what they want us to think. And that's just the sad reality of it. So when it comes to all of this, I learned, because I just started leverage trading just a year ago. Like, I've been trading the markets for years in the stock market, but not leverage trading in crypto, man. It's a whole different ballgame. I'm gonna tell you that, man. Not just because you're good at one area doesn't mean you're gonna be good at everything, right? I came along, trading crypto leverage, thinking that because I understood the stock market, I was gonna come in here and like kill it. And I did do really well leverage trading, but I also lost a lot of money because I was impatient. I was greedy. And those are things you have to work on internally, right? Spiritually in yourself, mentally as well. So that's why I'm kind of saying, like, now I'm at a whole different ball game, right? Like right now I'm just dollar cost averaging. I'm in no hurry to make millions overnight. I'm in no hurry to make all this money overnight. Like, I'm chilling like a chinchilla. I'm good. I don't care if it takes me 6 months. I don't care if it takes me a year. It is what it is. I've learned that when you want things to happen very quick in your terms, you typically lose. And that's coming from a lot of experience of doing dumb mistakes that way, over leverage trading, entering when I knew I should have never trade, not taking breaks on trading, right? So last time I leverage traded was I think it was back in around July. And then I made some money. I did very well, and then I lost it. And I lost like 90% of it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call it a day. I'll just order some pizza with the remaining of the money. And I was like, okay, there's still some more that I gotta work on me internally, right? So leverage trading, it's great, but if you don't have proper risk management, if you don't have the right mindset, if you're really greedy, you're gonna lose money all the time. It's like a casino. And then same thing with the meme coins too. Like, if you're just chasing meme coin after meme coin, you're gonna lose money. That's just the reality of it. Go good to see it coming back, relieving a lot of stress I had thinking the market was never coming back down. The market's definitely going to come back down. You and Billy helped me when I was getting into it earlier this year. I'm glad to hear, man. I'm glad to hear, and I'm glad to have you here as well. It really means a lot. I'm definitely gonna be that. That's why I'm kind of excited that, I'm coming back. It's like I hope a lot of you understand that, me disappearing, it wasn't really so much on. Actually, no, I'll take it back. It was a little personal. Like I said, I needed that mental break. And I think I'm in a way better state of mind than I was a year ago. Especially you, Go Good. Like, you should know like who I was a year ago and who I am today, right? You might not get the full grasp of it, but you definitely will be seeing it in the next coming, months and days as I continue to live stream moving forward. But we're at a whole ball game, guys, and we're gonna win. We're gonna make a lot of money, and that's why I'm kind of glad I'm coming in here now when the market is going to shit. When the market's going down, I'm glad I'm coming back into the market, right? So I haven't left the market. I've been in the market. I just had to go ahead and take a break publicly from the market. And I just had to go ahead and, handle my own business, work on a few things in every area of my life. Definitely in a way better space now. And I definitely now have the freedom to stream whatever I want. Prior to when I had Altcoin John, it was so fun but so stressful, man. And right now I feel like a big relief where I can just do whatever I want without having to, oh, John, you got to get this many views. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care, man. I really don't care who watches my things and who doesn't. Like, for those that do watch my content, it's going to help you a lot. I'm pretty confident to say that. For those that don't, well, then I can't feel too bad for you. I'm sorry to say that. Actually, I'm not sorry to say that. Some people, you can tell them everything and they still won't listen, right? That's just how people are, and I've also learned that. So I'm only here for those that are here to win, just like I am here to win, and we're here to support each other. And for those that aren't here to do that, then this channel's not for you. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't care what you want to hear about. I'm going to tell you my honest opinion of what I think about the market, and this market will go lower. Just facts. This market will go lower. Whether you want to hear that or not, if you thought I was going to, come in here and tell you we're going to $70,000, not $6,000, and oh wow, I guess I was wrong about calling for a crash, right? But if there is a crash, and we do see Bitcoin go to $40,000, and we do see it reach $42,000, well then, you won't panic. You will be like, oh, I remember John told me there's a high probability the market will fall. And it did. And instead of panicking, I bought the dip. And that's what I'm here to do, right? So don't be surprised if the market falls lower. I do think the market will fall. Let's go ahead and see what GoGood says. Only reason more people not here is they don't know about you. So many fake channels. We need real channels. Yeah, man. GoGood. The problem is, I'm going to be completely honest with you. And I'm kind of glad I'm not running Altcoin John anymore, to be honest, bro, because I just felt like I had to lie to people, and my personality, I just can't do that. Like, I just can't sit here and like wreck everybody. Like, I just can't. Like, I can't just sit here. I can't just sit here on live stream and tell you guys to go ahead and buy something, or to do something knowing that it's you're gonna lose money or it's gonna go against you, right? And unfortunately, a lot of these YouTubers are that way. They're getting paid to go ahead and sell you a token, a pre-sale. They make a fat bag out of it. They don't tell you. They just tell you to buy it. You buy it, and you're practically their exit liquidity, right? So, like, for me personally, I just can't do that. Like, I kind of sometimes, I know it sounds a little fucked up, to be completely honest, but I sometimes wish I had that ability where I was able to just I I guess I'm just too real, man, to be completely honest. Like I sometimes I'm like, damn, man, I just wish I had that in me where I was able to make videos, shill all this bullshit, get paid and make a lot of money because that's literally 99% of freaking YouTube crypto YouTubers. They're full of it. They're literally freaking scammers, bro. Like a lot of them make money. They don't make money on trading. They make money freaking selling you the next bullshit PEPE or coin that they're promoting. They make money off of views. So they'll go ahead and tell you whatever you want to hear. And unfortunately, that's why my channel doesn't grow, man, because I don't talk about what people want to hear. And in order to get in with the algorithm, you need to do that. You need to talk about what people want to hear. So, like, in order for me to get views, I would have to come in here and be like, hey guys, Bitcoin's going at $80,000. Buy the dip. Keep on buying, guys. Keep on buying. And these YouTubers would be more than glad to continue to make the same content for as long as they can until they're like, hey guys, I told you so. I told you Bitcoin was going to go up. About 90% of the people in this YouTube space and crypto don't know shit. They don't know anything about crypto. And they make their money off of YouTube and they make off their money off of sponsorships. It's crazy, right? So just be very, very careful who you listen to on this space, who you watch, because to be completely honest with you, a lot of these people don't have your best interest. They have their own interest, not yours. And they'll go ahead and sell you whatever they have to in order to afford that car, in order to afford that new mansion they're building. This is full of crypto. This is what you see in crypto. And it's not just crypto, it's honestly all of YouTube. It's completely all of YouTube, but specifically crypto in YouTube, bro. It's like 99% of channels are just full of it. Like, don't take any of that. Hey, Happy, how's it going? Thank you for being here. So that is just crypto YouTube in general. And you know, a lot of these YouTubers will not be realistic with you. That's just the reality of it. And I'm not here to go ahead and talk down on anybody. It doesn't really freaking matter. But yeah. With that being said, guys, I think I'm already a little over my time here. I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for me. Gotta wake up early morning tomorrow, in a few hours actually. Get ready to work. Gotta go make that money. I hope all of you have a great rest of your week. For all those that are watching this pre-recorded, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody watching. And as well, we are back. We will be live streaming once a week now moving forward. I won't promise you what day. I think it might be Friday moving forward. I think that would be the move alongside with Sundays. But I do not want to overpromise any of you because I know I've been telling Vernon, oh yeah, man, I'm going to do it. And guys, I've really been trying to freaking live stream. I really have. I've been trying my hardest, but it was just one thing after another. It's just life. You know, there's always going to be something new in life. And I don't want to be in here just telling you all this bullshit. But to break it down, my computer got corrupted. So I had to get a new computer. Literally, my whole entire computer crashed when literally I was about to stream. And then a few weeks ago, when I was actually going to stream, I take that back. So my computer, for some reason, just wouldn't work. It was super slow. I think I didn't have enough space anymore. So I had to get a new computer. And then when I was going to go ahead and log in onto my YouTube, I realized, like, oh snap, I don't have the login to my YouTube. I had to go ask Billy for the login because he held on to the login. So I didn't know the login to YouTube. So when I tried to get into my old computer, and I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and live stream from there. My computer got corrupted. So my computer got corrupted. I had to factory reset that thing. And now I'm left with nothing. So I didn't know anything about the email. And I didn't have the email. And I just saw Billy not that long ago, like probably a week ago. and he didn't know the email either. And I was like, fuck, dude. He kind of gave me the name kind of, and I was like, okay, let me try to figure it out. And I just couldn't figure it out. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't have the email. So literally today, because I work Monday through Saturday, I went ahead and I just went for a search. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to live stream today, man. I'm gonna go ahead and make it an effort to do it. And I went ahead and started doing some digging. I came across the email. Luckily, my phone was attached to it, so I was able to reset the password, and we're here now. So that was like a long story short of what happened. But alongside with being busy, not having the email, my computer getting corrupted, buying a new laptop, doing all of this all happened within the last couple months when I was trying to come back. And it was one thing after another. And that's just life. There's always going to be one fucking thing after another, right? And I realized that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I now finally have access to everything, so I could live stream. And I will be live streaming. We're back, guys. Do you know any YouTubers you know is real in crypto? In YouTube, to be completely honest, man, like the guy that I do like that's really good to watch is um Blockchain Backer. I actually been taking his course. It's like $40, bro. Really, really good. Goes over technical analysis, over market structure. So for crypto, I recommend Blockchain Backer. He's really, really good when it comes to this. He's like my favorite. Like I watch him every day, dude. Every day when it comes to crypto. Um, who else can I think of? That's literally it, man. Blockchain Backer is like the only guy I trust in crypto, in YouTube crypto, dude. This guy with his analysis, he's pretty on point, and he doesn't sugarcoat things. He just tells you things the way they are, and it's probably why you haven't heard of him, because he has 271,000 subscribers, right? It's not like these other YouTubers that are in the millions, or like BitBoy and stuff like that. My next stream will be next week. So more than likely, my next stream will be Friday or around this time again. For me right now, it's Sunday. So more than likely, I'll be streaming around during this time again in Friday. But Blockchain Backer, he's my favorite, man. I watch him literally as soon as I wake up whenever he makes a video. He's like my go-to person when it comes to YouTube. Can you think of any good low cap altcoins on Coinbase I could run? Yeah, 100%. So actually, I have a few, man. I'm glad you asked that question. So to go ahead and start off, none of this is financial advice, but I will go ahead and say I've been dabbling a lot into Arbitrum, ARB. Arbitrum is a layer 2 to Ethereum. So I really do believe in Arbitrum. I do think Arbitrum could possibly be like a 10 to like an $8 token, but I'm very bullish on Arbitrum. Arbitrum is new though. Keep in mind it's only 8 months old. So Arbitrum is really, really new, but I do believe Arbitrum is going to do very well this season. I appreciate you, Go Good. No worries, man. You just being here, that just means a lot. We will have super chats very soon, man. We will get there. We will get there. But if you leave a thumbs up, that's all that matters to me. So Arbitrum's a really good one. I like Arbitrum a lot. Another one too that's been very, very popular, I would say. You want to be exposed to meme coins, man. And hear me out on this. Meme coins are practically like you purchasing the token at a fraction. Like, for example, like Bonk. Bonk is the first Solana meme coin, and Bonk is listed on Coinbase. So if Solana goes to $1,000, where do you think Bonk is going to go, man? It's going to go over to like 40 billion plus market cap, right? So like Bonk is a safer meme token. So I'd be exposed to like Bonk. I know that's on Coinbase. Another one too that's really good that will be on Coinbase. It's going to be AVAX Avalanche. So Avalanche will be a really good one. Avalanche, actually, one of the biggest things with Avalanche, man. Avalanche actually is working with the DMV of California to go ahead and digitize 42 million card titles on the Avalanche network, which is huge. So I think a lot of people are sleeping on Avalanche. Avalanche's all-time high was 3 years ago, 146, and Avalanche is falling under the real world asset narrative, RWA. So you guys know, if you guys haven't been sleeping under a rock, RWA is a hot topic being talked about in crypto alongside DePIN, AI, gaming, Solana ecosystem, and meme coins, as I mentioned. This will be a meme coin super cycle, in my opinion. It's my opinion. So AVAX, Bonk, Arbitrum, Layer 2, and then my other favorite one is Aerodrome. You'll ask yourself, John, why and what the heck is an Aerodrome? Well, Aerodrome is a decentralized exchange for the Base network, Base blockchain. What is Base? Well, let me tell you what Base is. Base is Coinbase's blockchain. I made it sound like something so crazy, like, wow, it's freaking, I mean, it's big. You know, I don't like Coinbase. I think Coinbase is it's trash, to be completely honest. I don't like Coinbase. Their customer support's trash. I can't use Coinbase for some reason. They blocked me out. I really wish I could. I'm kind of jealous that I can't use Coinbase. But Coinbase has always been trash. But Coinbase is also like one of the top 10 exchanges in the world with crypto, especially here in the US, right? Coinbase is publicly listed in the NASDAQ exchange. So guess who's all up on that? Wall Street is. So Coinbase is not going to fail, right? Coinbase is like the first crypto exchange to be traded on the stock market, which is huge. Huge, 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 right? So Coinbase created Base blockchain, which is their own proper blockchain, which Aerodrome Finance is the first decentralized exchange, a DEX, for Base chain, where you could go ahead and provide liquidity, you could go ahead and swap tokens, and you could go ahead and do other DeFi kind of things. So Aerodrome is being compared to like this. Let's go ahead and do this. Market cap of. People are comparing Aerodrome to be GFi. GFi is good. GFi is Goldfinch, right? If I'm not mistaken. Goldfinch is pretty good too. So we could do Aerodrome, and a lot of people are comparing it to Uniswap. So if Aerodrome was to hit the market cap of Uniswap's, let's say, all-time high, that's a 71x, guys. And that's what a lot of people are predicting Aerodrome could go ahead and do. Not saying it will happen, but that's what a lot of people are comparing it to. Now, Go Good ask, any thoughts on GFi and Aerodrome? So Aerodrome, super bullish. GFi, if I'm not mistaken, GFi is Goldfinch. Let me just double check. Yep, I knew it. Goldfinch is pretty good too, man. I like Goldfinch. They're also in the real world assets. They've actually just launched. Oh, they've actually been out for a year, 3 years. I didn't know that. So they were up $34, and their all-time low has been 29 cents. Interesting. I like them. I think Coinbase is probably into it too. So it looks like they're very limited on exchanges. They're listed on Gate, CoinEx, Bigot, Maxi, Gate.io. and that's about it. But they're not listed on KuCoin. They're not listed on, what is the other exchange? OKX. So they still have a few listings that they still have to go through. So it's pretty good for Goldfinch. I just don't know what caused that major dump, but Goldfinch is pretty good. Another one I would say it's pretty good too that I've been eyeing for a while is actually Beefy, BEFI. Beefy is a decentralized protocol when it comes to providing liquidity. So their token back in the last bull run was up $2,000, right? So it's currently right now at 286. All-time high was 3,000, and doesn't give us our all-time low right now. But I think we can see Beefy do pretty well as well. I don't know. Do you think it will go to 1,000? I'm not too sure. I was in both, but pulled out a few months back when they started dropping. Hopefully, you went ahead and you made profits or broke even on that. But yeah, also another one that's pretty hot is Sui, SUI. That's a pretty good one, apparently. I haven't dabbled into it. I might consider dabbing into it, but I know this is also a new token. But I'm really big on Chronos, man. Like, Chronos is something I'm very big on. I think CRO is going to do very, very good. So they also have their own blockchain. They are listed on Coinbase and all top exchanges. Crypto.com, I do think their token's going to go up, in my opinion, to $1 this cycle. All-time high has been 96 cents. So yeah, I'm hoping Chronos goes down to 4 cents. I'm looking to go ahead and buy the dip on this, but realistically, like, I really want to start buying a lot of stuff, man, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. Like, I'm just I'm unsure of the market. So I'm waiting for the next week or two to see where things go. But I think a lot of these things, I think a lot of these altcoins will dump a lot more. Like, if you could go ahead and get the opportunity to buy Avalanche at like $10, man, or like $15, it's gonna be solid. Avalanche is doing stuff in RWA. They're doing stuff on the metaverse. If you actually go ahead and, to keep it very simple, guys, I like to keep things very, very simple, right? The way that I'm looking at the market and I'm analyzing the market and debating on where I'm going to put my money on is, if you go to DeFi Llama, which is a platform that's going to tell us the liquidity of all these tokens. Ethereum is obviously number one with a total TVL $43 billion. Tron has been picking up a lot of traction, especially with the Tron meme coins at almost at 8 billion. But as you see, number three is Solana, 4.6. Binance is 4.13. Arbitrum, which is a brand new token, at 2.52 billion. Base at 1.47 billion. Number 7 is now Avalanche at $885 million. And as you see, Sui is right here. Optimism actually went ahead and helped create the Base blockchain. And as you see, Chronos coming at 18. So if you were to just keep a very simple mindset when it comes to investing, not financial advice, you just throw your money on these top 10 to top 20 tokens, because you see that most of this activity is going onto this blockchain. So Ethereum, Solana, Binance Smart Chain. Okay, Ethereum's 1, Solana's 2, Binance Smart Chain is 3, Arbitrum is 4, Base is 5, Avalanche is 6, and that's it. You call it a day. or you can go ahead and get Chronos 7, Optimism 8, Stewie 9, and that's it. 9 tokens, call it a day. Actual facts that they're actually being used, a lot of money being locked into their liquidity pools, and a lot of people are actually using these blockchains. You keep it that simple, that's it. That's all you got to do. That's why I'm being exposed to Solana meme coins. I'm being exposed to Base meme coins. And I'm also going to be getting exposed to Avalanche meme coins coming soon. So I think a lot of opportunities in the market, and I do hope the market does fall lower. But anyways, go good. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody watching. I will go ahead and end the live stream now. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm very tired. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys all in the next coming days. I'll see you. I won't be live streaming until the next coming days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see a few of those days. If you're on my Discord, join my Discord. You will be the first one to find out. If you're not in my Discord, it might be just link in the description, or if not, just comment down below. But with that being said, I hope all of you have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And in my opinion, expect some red coming in. Talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.